All right, Sixers fans. Well, it's been such an exciting 2 days that I not only brought out the red and gold scarf that is signifying winning, but I also brought out a lighted cat ears headband because, wow, VJ Edgecombe is such a cool cat. That was silly, I know. I'm known for being corny. So if you're new to my videos, I always just give you one take, and I think that's part of the authenticity. So I'm not editing anything. Sometimes I blabber on and go on tangents, but I try to make videos after every Sixers game and every Thunders game, post-mortem video, win or lose. So I had made a video last night. I was a little tired after tennis today, so bringing it to you live right now. So, very exciting news to report on a Sixers back-to-back sweep of two very tough teams. The Knicks, who granted were tired because they did play in the Emirates Cup final and had played the night before. This was last night. And that was a really close game, but the Sixers just like really brought it in the third and fourth quarter, kind of broke their third quarter course curse last night, in my opinion. The third quarter curse did kind of strike again against Dallas. That was a home game. Last night's was an away game, so not too far to travel, New York to Philadelphia. Short flight, I'm sure. But, it is a back-to-back for the Sixers, and Cooper Flag was looking good. The whole Dallas team was really, putting their hustle on too. And yeah, I am just over the moon about the new attitude. So essentially, I think last year and even the year before, the whole Sixers mood in the locker room, among the city, among the fans, among the players, it all was just kind of hinging on Embiid's health status and Paul George's health status. And, instead of just going out and playing every game the same, and now they've kind of adopted an OKC Thunder mentality of let's cultivate young talent. And Maxey has stepped up as their leader in a similar way that SGA has for the Thunder, and is just like, hey, every night, no matter who's available, who's not available, let's just bring the same energy and play the same game, play the same system. So the Thunder have provided a great blueprint for success in the league, and to the credit of the Sixers, they are now starting to follow that. So it's this feeling, this overwhelming feeling that the process era in people's minds of Joel Embiid being the centerpiece of the franchise are finally coming to an end. Even Embiid himself seems to be accepting this, which I know is a big piece of the puzzle. So when he comes in, the couple times at the beginning of the season where he tried to truly hustle and go all out for plays is when he would end up getting hurt again. So he's kind of settling into a role similar to, I'd say, what LeBron is doing in Los Angeles. So more of a facilitator and mentor role, maybe realizing that unlike LeBron, he didn't even make it out of his early 30s, but sadly his MVP caliber days may be over. But that doesn't mean he can't bring value to the team. So the fact is, we are stuck with the Joel Embiid and Paul George contracts. The Joel Embiid one is especially an albatross. There's nothing we can really do about it, but he can try to fit in the best he can to the system and help the team when and where he can. The Sixers are proving that they can be successful without him. And I do hope that a lot of what is happening now with conserving his minutes is going to make him healthy for the playoffs, but there's no guarantees. But every game that he doesn't play, that young core is just getting more and more fierce. Look at Dominic Barlow. Let's get this man a contract right away. He's getting a full contract. I'm not sure who they're going to let go. They might just waive Kyle Lowry since he's mostly coaching anyway. But yes, very, very exciting. VJ Max, officially one of the most exciting young backcourts. It sounds like they get along really well too. So apparently, Edgecombe was one of the few players that came to Maxey's 6 a.m. workouts over the summer. And they just became really close, and they're just have such a desire to get better. And man, look at VJ after last night's game, playing a lot of minutes and performing well. Then he comes in and does the same thing tonight. Those young legs, man. I'm 46. I'll admit, outright that I've had a facelift, and so I look a lot better than I did a couple years ago. Genetically, my family just kind of gets the sagging right here. But anyway, my joints always remind me that I'm a little older now. And yeah, VJ Edgecombe is like a spring, just coming in the next day, no problem. So yeah, I see why young guys in the NBA are considered to have so much upside. And he just seems like a great person. I'm really glad the Sixers drafted him. Tyrese Maxey, of course, continues to lead this team, and some of his moves do remind me a little bit of SGA. I mean, he'll never have the length that Shea has and be able to be, quite as crafty getting through defenders and things like that. I mean, it's just a fact because he's shorter, but he has stepped up this year and improved even more in both his leadership and his play. And let's put it this way, I definitely don't think he's missing the All-Star game this year. And I also think that he may be a starter. I, of course, am voting for Maxey as the starter. He is my favorite player after all. But anyhow, let's see. What other talking points did I have? So VJ Edgecombe, amazing, kind of pushing himself back up there into the Rookie of the Year conversations. He definitely should be. So yeah, it's going to be a tough one, I think, between him, Con Kneppel, and Cooper Flag. The Cooper Flag was good tonight. The Sixers kind of did get the better of him. And it was a true team effort. That's the beautiful thing. They're not just trying to build around Embiid anymore. They're not waiting and hoping about his health. I mean, this young core is just gunning out there, like freaking aggressive, diving on the floor for balls. Dominic Barlow is like a young Kelly Oubre, like long, can play any position, just jumping in there. And yeah, I could not be happier with how this is going. I know that Nick Nurse and the whole Sixers organization feels the same way. Big redemption after last year. And if we keep up kind of this level of skill and this energy, then we may not have to worry about the play-in. I was thinking at the beginning of the season, let's not get our expectations too high. Let's just hope for the play-in. But with the way they're proving that they can perform without Embiid and George at any given time, I think this team really could remain in the top six. And they're starting to do better in those third quarters. They're getting even more and more versatile with this young core. So yeah, could not be happier with how things are going. And let's just do a little share screen, best way to look at the box score so I don't lose my train of thought. Too much, too much. And by the way, you can feel free to message me if you'd like to talk either Sixers or Thunder with me post game. I do hope to eventually get a podcast started or at least get a guest spot on one. And I'd love to have a whole crew talking with me instead of just me talking to the camera by myself, even though you see I can fill quite a lot of airtime if I need to. But yeah, I'm hoping this is just the beginning of the journey and that we get a really good, lively, vibrant Sixers and Thunder discussion going after every game. I know people do spaces on X, but I think it's just a new dimension to be able to see people's faces and kind of do this amateur podcasting thing. If you go to KZA Enterprises, all one word.com, then you'll see how I have this arm of my business called KZA Sports, where I'm really trying to feature more citizen journalism other than just myself talking and writing. So I would eventually love to have kind of vetted contributors for every team, every sport. So yeah, feel free to message me. It's Kira, Kira dot Zahara, Zahara at kzaenterprises.com. So yeah, if you're interested in making content for KZA Sports, just message me and I'll let you know how. But anyway, this is the box score from tonight. So we can see that the Mavericks put up a great fight and had a great team effort, but we just out hustled them in the end. Yeah, so some good numbers here. Cooper Flag, not too bad. Anthony Davis, double double, not too bad there. Then we go down to the Sixers and look at this team effort. So we've got Andre Drummond, of course, with 12 rebounds. Seven of those were offensive rebounds. Ala Abdelnaby and Kate Scott, they're the studio show Sixers crew. I know them well and enjoy their banter. I always listen to the studio show version on League Pass, and the Sixers, yeah, are doing really great, and the offensive rebounding tonight was a key. And I mean, I love just little moments like seeing Maxey take that charge, taking the charge from Anthony Davis, just putting his body out there, and Jabari Walker doing a good job taking charges. Adem Bona always hustle end to end. I think that his energy and his hustle are so important to the team as the role player that he is, and that his contribution doesn't always show up on the stat sheet. Jared McCain starting to look more comfortable, contributing a lot on both defense and offense today. Let's see, VJ Edgecombe. Yep. We have field goals made 10. See, I hate the way this thing just like the way this box score is organized. I really like the way it's organized better on NBA League Pass. But Anyway, yeah, Dominic Barlow, 21 points. Like I said, get this man a contract. VJ Edgecombe, 26. Tyrese Maxey, 38. So yeah, he puts up a 30 piece like it's nothing now, and I think he's leading the league in minutes played. Jared McCain, yeah, 12. Let's go. Okay. And yep, total team effort. Kudos to the Sixers. And then yeah, last night at the Knicks, pretty much same thing. Very similar kind of hustle and attitude to the game. Last night, Paul George played. Tonight, he didn't. So, again, kudos to the Sixers for being able to perform without George and Embiid. And they've kind of got the right attitude now in that they're operating as if they won't play each game. And then when they do, just kind of seeing it as a bonus. So, it's all about how you frame the situation. And the Sixers are finally moving forward with what they have and leaving the process era behind. I'd love to see what everyone thinks. Is the process era over? And who wants to chat Sixers with me next time so I'm not here just blabbing by myself? All right, go Sixers. We got the back to back, and let's do a quick standings check since we're here on the NBA website. Standings. Not the Emirates Cup. I want the regular standings. Okay. Nope, don't want that. The Sixers didn't do what too well in that. All right, are we gonna like get I don't want the Emirates Cup? Let's see. Am I clicking on the wrong standings? Let's see. Okay, hold on one second. All right, regular season standings. All right, my little annotation tool was in the middle. So yeah, after tonight, Sixers are in fourth, 16 and 1. So going to be a little bit of a dogfight here in the Eastern Conference. So every win matters, and the Sixers are winning those clutch games now. Yeah. So great job, Sixers. This is definitely much better than we expected this season. I would have expected them to pretty much be hovering in the play-in territory all season, and they are really stepping it up thanks to this young core, Tyrese Maxey's leadership, Nick Nurse's coaching, really good draft pick with VJ Edgecombe, really good free agency pickup with Dominic Barlow, and then re-signing Quentin Grimes for another year. So yeah, Sixers fans, I'm finally feeling positive that we're trending in the right direction. So I hope y'all are feeling the same positivity, and I will talk to you guys next time.